In today's video, we're diving into a really exciting topic, which in a way is similar to time travel. This concept is timeline shifting, and it's the ultimate guide to transforming your present and creating the future you want. Have you ever looked around at your life and wondered whether you could shift your reality to one that better suits your desires? Timeline shifting is the idea that we can do exactly that. We can move from one timeline to another and create a new version of ourselves just by being aware of where we currently are and holding the idea of where we want to go. By shifting timelines, you can potentially change your own life circumstances, your relationships, or even your personal traits. It's like rewriting your own story according to your own dreams and goals. It's about tapping into a different version of reality. So imagine waking up in a world where things have changed just the way you want them to. Doesn't this sound intriguing? So stay until the end of the video to learn the exact steps you can take to start implementing these timeline shifting practices in your own life. Hi, I'm Jeff, and I teach practical and spiritual methods for organizing and empowering your life. So now let's dive into the concept of timeline shifting and how you can use it in your own life. So first of all, what do we mean by timeline shifting? Imagine time as a collection of infinite roads. You can go in any direction, and each path represents a different version of your own life. Some roads lead to success and happiness, others might lead to failure and struggle. But the exciting part is you have the ability to consciously jump between these timelines and between these different paths based on your energy, your thoughts, and your actions. So here's the best part, that none of this is science fiction. And in fact, more and more people are waking up to this realization that they can shift their timelines and create a whole new reality. So almost think of it like modern day time travel. Every one of us has the option every day to choose which one of those infinite timelines we want to live in. And there are some very concrete things we can do, which I'll speak about later in this video, to try to implement the timeline that you truly desire. So now, before we dive into the specifics, let's touch on the science and spirituality behind timeline shifting. So the concept actually starts with quantum physics, which gives us the idea that there are infinite possibilities existing simultaneously. And according to quantum theory, every choice you make branches off into a new possible timeline. And then that timeline has its own new possibilities. So that's the science perspective. And then from the spiritual perspective, your energy and your beliefs actually act as the engine of this shift. So if you're vibrating at a high frequency and you feel empowered, you feel joyful, you feel aligned, then you naturally will shift into timelines that reflect that new energy. It's like tuning into different radio stations. Each station represents a different reality, and we get to choose which frequency we want to vibrate at. And thus we get to choose which outcome we want in our life. Okay, so with all of that, how do you actually shift your timeline? So let's break it down into 4 very simple steps that you can start doing today. So the first step is to get clear on your desired timeline. You need to know exactly what timeline you want to shift into. Is it a timeline where your career is the most important thing and you're making lots of money and you're very successful professionally? Or maybe it's a timeline where you have amazing health and you have lots of amazing relationships and time with friends and family and loved ones. So you take a moment to visualize this future as clearly as you can. Write it down, maybe create a vision board, meditate on it. Because the clearer this vision, the more powerfully you can shift into it. So the second step is to embody the energy of that future right now, in the present moment. So now that you have your future vision, you need to align your energy with that new reality. So start acting, thinking, and feeling like the version of yourself who is already living in that timeline. This is really key. So ask yourself, how would the future version of me handle the situation? Or what kind of decisions would the future version of me make here? Because the more you embody that version of yourself now, the quicker you will shift into that reality. So the third step is to take aligned action. Timeline shifting isn't just about thinking or visualizing. You also need to take action, and action that aligns with this new timeline. So if you want to be a successful business owner, you need to take action such as anything that gets you closer to that goal. So starting your business, learning new skills, maybe networking with like-minded people. Anything that's bringing you, even in small increments, closer to that new goal. Because these small actions act as signals to the universe that you're doing your part and that you're ready for this shift. And the fourth and final step is to detach from the outcome. So finally, and this is really crucial, you have to let go of the how and when all of this will happen. You want to trust that the shift is in progress, because when you obsess over all the little details, you can actually block the flow of energy. You can block this from happening, because by focusing on what you lack and what you don't have, you can actually amplify it. So instead, keep focusing on your new timeline, keep working toward it incrementally day by day, but also let go of the need to control every single aspect of it. And trust that the universe is aligning everything perfectly for you for this to come into your life. So one more point I want to make is that 2024 is the perfect time to start this journey. This year, more than ever, we're seeing a rise in global consciousness, and people are more aware than ever of their ability and power to create change, not only in the world, but in their personal lives as well. And we have such amazing technologies available: quantum computing, artificial intelligence, all of these amazing tools to help us create a new and better future. So 2024, I really see it as a time of massive global shifts, and with so much change happening, it's easier than ever to shift your personal timeline, because the collective energy, in a sense, is sort of primed for this transformation. So there you have it. Those are some easy ways to get started with timeline shifting in 2024. With having clarity about what you want, aligning your energy, taking action, and ultimately trusting the process, you can effortlessly shift into the reality you truly desire. The future is not set in stone. It's a series of infinite possibilities, and you have the power to choose your path. So if you're excited to start shifting timelines, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more empowering content, and share your timeline shifting goals in the comments below. I'd love to hear about the realities you're stepping into. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.